All right, I'm the Flat Rate Master, and today we're talking about the good, the bad, the ugly about being an auto tech. All right, so Rich V, I don't remember the numbers after his name, but I'm sure you've seen him in the comments. He posts a lot of tool links and that kind of stuff. Little side note, if you put links in a YouTube comment, 9 times out of 10 they go directly to spam because they think you're, well, spamming. So I have to go in and manually approve his comments, which is fine, except if I don't check spam. I don't know about them for, till I check it. He's an active viewer of my channel, and he did a video talking about auto repair. And he brought up some good points. Some other points I completely disagree with, but he brought up some good points. Me and some other channels, can tend to glamorize auto repair as a career. Showing all the good stuff, not showing the bad stuff. So let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because I'm a negative person, let's talk about some of the negatives. It is hard on your body. Period. End of story. There is no way around it. You're bending over, you're sticking your hands and arms in places they're not designed to go. And, back problems, knee problems, general health problems. You're dealing with a lot of nasty chemical. That's why I encourage the use of safety gear, eye protection, hearing protection, masks when needed. If you see my lifts in any of the videos, you'll see knee pads hanging on all of my lifts. So when I spot a vehicle or have to, kneel down, I have something to kneel on because I've had bad knees since I was 15 and this job doesn't help them. So do have to consider that. Some of the other bad stuff. Are you going to make $100,000 right out of the gate? No. You may never make $100,000. Is it possible? Absolutely. For the right person in the right shop with the right drive, yes, it is possible to make $100,000 as an auto tech. The average guy probably is never going to see that. We're not talking average. We're talking about, the guy that's going to turn and burn, put out quality work and all that. So just keep that in mind. No, every tech coming out of tech school, you're not making $100,000. You can make a very good living in this business at the right shop, but no, not every tech's not making $100,000, which is one of the other drawbacks. Well, let's face it. You get in this business, low pay. A lot of starting technicians are going to have low pay. There's no way around it. You're going to have poor pay, and you've got to buy tools on top of that. As you grow, so should your pay, and we'll get into that later. Like every business, every job, and this is not confined to auto repair. This is every business out there. They're going to pay the least amount of money in most cases for the best help they can find, regardless. That's how businesses work. You keep your costs low, your profits high. That's how it works. Business 101. So your job as an employee is to, one, prove to them why you should make more, make yourself an asset, and ask for more. And if they won't give you more, you show them why they should have, i.e. greasing the wheels and leaving. Poor parts. So many shops out there are more worried about parts margin than they are comebacks. Let's be honest. They put on the cheapest brake pads they can get. Local chain here in town that's not local to this town, but is a regional. It's a regional tire shop that was bought out. Both of our service riders came from that company. Great company before it got bought out. Now that it's bought out, cheap, turn and burn, and a whole lot of bad stuff. The epitome of a bad place to work. So there are plenty of shops out there like that their main focus is dormant parts because we can get it. It's cheaper than dealer. Yeah, unfortunately, that is the way of the world. A lot of shops operate like that. As long as it makes it out of warranty, that is something you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have to find a shop that does quality parts and wants to do quality repairs. So there's a lot of shops you're going to go to that are going to be, you're going to see a stack of, generic discount auto parts store. You can, guess the brands. And that's the parts they use because that's the ones they want to use, or that's the only company they can get a credit account with. But, shops that use poor parts are out there. They're the majority of shops. Continuing that theme, Those same shops probably going to have poor equipment. They're not going to have, up-to-date scan tools. They're not going to have scopes. They're not going to have, other than the bare basics that they need to operate, that's all they're going to have. Broken down old AC machine, smoke machine, what's that? We don't need that newfangled stuff. We got a cigar. If you get the reference, I'm sure you'll understand. Yes, there's lots of poor places to work for. Just like any job you have, there's poor places you can go to work for. You can have up 10 degrees and work in a horrible place. It doesn't matter what you do. There's always those places out there. All right, let's talk the ugly. We're going to leave the good for the last. Ugly. The downfalls of flat rate as a pay system are there's no work, there's no money. That's kind of how it works. Now, like this shop here, we all have a minimum, so we don't have work, we still make money. We just, don't make a lot of money. But a true flat rate shop, you make nothing, shop makes nothing, tough. Jealousy and competitiveness between techs. Now, you get in a really sketchy shop where it's every man for himself. It can be pretty ugly with, how guys react. And, generally those aren't good people anyway. When money's involved, sometimes the worst comes out in people. So that is a concern. That is something wrong with this industry, is when it comes to flat rate, it can develop a atmosphere of screw that guy. I'm here to make money for me. I'm not helping him. I'm not, screw that guy. I've heard of it. I've never seen it, but, up to the point of sabotaging other guys' jobs so they can get the next ticket. Guys lying, all the stuff that makes our industry look bad. There's guys out there that do it. They don't come from, fiction. They're based on fact. Don't do that. Some other uglies are, there's lots of guys in this business that aren't that good, and they make the rest of us look bad. They do diagnostics and throw a part at it, and when that doesn't fix it, they throw another part at it and another part at it, and et cetera, et cetera. To give an example of that, if you follow me on Instagram, I posted a picture of a Tahoe that had head bolts in the passenger seat, brand new Felpro head gaskets on the heads. Didn't look like the heads had been, anything other than picked up and new head gaskets slid out of there and dropped down. And the massive coolant leak out of the head gaskets proved that. That is an example of bad mechanics. I'm not going to call them a technician because they're bad. Unfortunately, that vehicle is going to the junkyard, or fortunately for me, because it needed a PCM. Engine harness was messed up from them screwing with stuff, and either needed an engine or a head job again. So she decided to send it to the junkyard. That's the ugly. There's just a lot of incompetence in this industry that, you're going to have to deal with. You're going to be working next to some of those guys. You might work at a shop where the next guy you know is stealing from customers, and management does nothing about it. That's ugly. I hate that stuff. I despise it. And unfortunately, I'm going to say this again, in any business, there's always going to be somebody that's, ripping people off. It's just, unfortunately, human nature. Money's involved. Ethics can go out the window. The good. Talked all these negatives. Let's talk about the good. You can make a very good living in this business. I'm not saying you can't make $100,000. You can if you're dedicated in the right shop. No question about it. But you can definitely make a very good living in this business. So you can definitely make a very good living in this business. You can make a very good living, afford to buy tools. You can. I've done it for 20 plus years. You can make a very good living in this business. Now, are you going to retire early, multi-millionaire? Probably not unless you own your shop. But that is, for some guys, that's their end goal. Own their own shop, run their own business, and that's a possibility. That's one of the things that, you can always aspire to. You can always aspire to own your own shop, have your own deal, and make, shop owner money instead of technician money. Definitely you can make a very good living. It's been said many times. If you enjoy what you do for a living, you'll never work a day in your life. And I believe that to be true because I enjoy what I do for a living. I enjoy coming to work. I enjoy the challenges of auto repair. I love coming to work. I don't know what I'm going to have. I could be doing a no crank diagnosis that comes down to a PCM. I could be doing a coolant repair on a BMW. I could be doing, a check engine light diagnosis on a Elantra, or I could be doing, whatever. I enjoy it. If you enjoy what you do for a living, you don't work. You get paid to do what you like or love. The good, it's always challenging. There's always something new to learn in this industry. There's always something around the corner. Challenges, new technologies, but there's always something to learn. Always. You stop learning in this business, you're done. You always got to keep moving to the next thing. Hybrids, onto, ADAS, assisted driving systems, electric cars, hybrids. So to close this video out, there's lots of good stuff and there's lots of negative stuff about this industry. Are there other ways you can make a living? Absolutely. Are there other jobs you enjoy as much? Maybe, maybe not. That's for you to decide, not me. When it comes down to it, life choices, do what you want to do for a living. Do you want to be miserable sitting at a desk doing IT? Do you want to be, crawling through a crawl space doing plumbing? If you want to do that, go do it. When it comes down to it, you got to do what you want to do. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe. Make sure and hit that bell notification so you get notified when I put out a new video. If you didn't like the video, maybe I was too positive. Comments are always appreciated, and as always, thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master. It's not a freaking turn lane.